Hello, everybody. I'm Wayne from Wayne's Books, but I'm not the only one here. Behind the camera...
Hello, I'm Sebastian. I'm his cameraman. So.
And son, how old are you?
I'm 15.
All right. What is your gaming background, by the way?
I do a bit of video games. I do some board games. I've recently been interested in some Warhammer. So.
All right. You did a little bit of D&D in the past, right?
Yes, in the
played
past.
A few games of that. So, and you're learning your video work now, aren't you?
Yes. I am learning video editing and video and recording. Yes.
Excellent. All right. Today we're going to open up this very special wood set, D&D set in a wooden box. It's a limited edition made in 2013 by Wizards of the Coast. And it's supposed to be a reproduction of the original D&D books. You can see right there, not just the original core 3, but it's also got Greyhawk and Blackmoore, Eldritch Wizardry, and was it Gods, Demigods, and Heroes, and dice in a nice wooden set.
Oh.
It is pretty rare today because they just made a run of them in 2013. Because they were, at the time, they were in between D&D 4th edition and 5th edition.
Okay.
So they had to release something. It's a company. They have to put out something. So at the time, they were putting out reproductions, the original AD&D hardcover, both 2nd edition, 1st edition, and also D&D 3rd edition.
So they were that popular that they wanted to reprint them.
Yes. Well, and that's a perfect segue into... why are they popular? D&D 4th edition had some struggles. It had become, it's a very clean rule set, but it had become very video gamey. People had power-ups and cards, and a lot of the original players were a little alienated by that. So 5th edition was supposed to be a conscious going back to the basics.
Oh.
And that's what they did with the set. So
are they like... Are they still printing these? Or are these out of print? Are they rare? Or
these are done. It's all done. It's one and done. They did this limited edition set in the shrinkwrap. And did I say that today we're going to be opening the shrinkwrap on this? Did I mention that?
No, you didn't.
Okay. So there's going to be some howls you'll be able to hear in the background and cries and like Alderaan, right? Yeah, but I am going to open the shrink on this today, and I've never had one of these, so I don't really know exactly what's inside, and so it'll be a first time for me as well.
So why is opening the shrink wrap so, disastrously or very dramatic?
Because a lot of collectors, it's a guarantee that what's inside is pristine. It's never been touched, never been changed, and some collectors will collect things in the shrink. Really clever collectors will collect things in the shrink, and then they'll have one that they can just open up, like an extra that they can look through.
So, what do you start with when you were starting with D&D? Or?
Well, it's complicated. Let's get into that. These are the original Brown books, and you're going to find duplicates of them in here.
Okay.
And these were released in 1974. This is literally the beginning of Dungeons and Dragons. Is this right here? You've got the first book, which is Men and Magic. You've got book 2, which is Monsters and Treasure.
Okay.
And book 3 is The Underworld and Wilderness Adventures.
Whoa.
So, I am not an expert on this edition right here. This was actually a little before my time. And I actually started with, to answer your previous question, I started with D&D Basic, the D&D Basic set. This is also called BX D&D, because later they released an expert set.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, since you're all completely new to this, what color is this box?
Pink.
Thank you. There are many people that it just destroys them to call this the pink box, and they try to tell me it's Fuchsia or maroon, or I don't know what they try to tell me. So, just that was very important for me that you recognize that.
Sure, sure.
So I started with D&D Basic back in 1982.
Dang.
Yeah, I was 6th grade at the time. I guess it ages me, right? And then here's the expert set. But very quickly, and this happened for many people, we graduated to Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. The hardcovers. This is the Holy Trinity right here.
Nice.
So when I say Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, what does that put in your head?
A more refined version of Dungeons and Dragons.
That's actually pretty close. Because back in the day, a lot of people thought advanced. Like when I was a kid, I thought, well, who wants the kiddie version, right? Because that's what we all thought with BX D&D. These sets, right? Basic, right? Who wants basic when you can have advanced?
Dang.
Well, the history behind this, what this is a rights issue. If you look in basic D&D, you will see that there it is. Who is that written by?
Gary Gygax.
And?
Dave Arneson.
That's right. And then this is edited by Tom Mulvey. This is the Mulvey version. Well, you'll see here also who wrote the original Brown books.
Gygax and Arneson.
Yeah. They had teamed up. Dave Arneson was, I think, was the ideas guy. He was the one with the crazy imagination. That was his thing. Gygax also was very creative himself, but you can kind of think of him as like the one who brought organization to the system. And Advanced D&D, who's this written by?
Gary Gygax.
Yeah, notice the name missing?
Oh, what happened there?
Gygax he wanted to do his own rule set, and also he wanted to cut out Dave Arneson, who was, I believe at this time, was not very active. There was a lot of politics in TSR at the time. That was an attempt to cut him out because they tried to claim that Advanced D&D is not the same as D&D.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so before we open the shrink wrap on this super limited edition set,
okay,
let's look at the original Brown books to kind of give you an idea of what to expect in there. So, again, this is Minimagic. This is the first one. The thing is, like I said, I'm not an expert in this, so if people have corrections for me, where should they put them, Seb?
In the comments.
Thank you. Okay. So let's take a look here, and I want your first impressions.
Well, a lot of writing.
Yeah. Oh, there's your first art.
That is like a wizard and then what kind of a baby?
Looks like some Swami or something. I'm not really familiar with that. Yeah. So they go into this. D&D actually it started out as miniatures rules. Back then they would do little Napoleonic battles and line up all the soldiers. And Gygax and Arneson said, well, what if instead of these generals they would last from session to session, and you would give them names and maybe personalities and statistics, and then from there they start experimenting with magic. And so in the original game, there's only 3 characters. Yeah, there are 3 main classes of characters: fighting men, not fighters, not warriors, fighting men, magic users, and clerics.
Let me focus on that.
It's not wanting to focus. Yeah, probably close.
All right. So
that was it.
Only 3 classes?
Yeah. Some of their classes would be introduced in some of these later books, like Greyhawk, Blackmoore. I don't remember exactly which was what. Eldritch Wizardry you get more classes like Paladin and Thief. Monk, I think, showed up in there somewhere. So we were looking through this book here. More art for you.
That's a giant.
That's a dwarf, it says right there.
Oh.
He's a
big dwarf.
Yeah, tall stature one. You could meet evil high priests, Medusae.
Oh.
The original version of these books came in a kind of a fake wood grain box about this size. And then later they went to a white box. So I'm guessing that's what Wizards of the Coast was going for in the limited edition set. That's why they made it a wood, I'm guessing, because the original box for this was kind of, they had a paper wood grain glued to the box.
Yeah.
So where were we here? Oh, hey, look at that. You got Beautiful Witch and an Amazon who's feeling free.
Oh.
Yeah, let's see what else we got here. Oh, look at that.
So is like this is the first book, right? One of the first books?
Yeah, this is it.
The art's pretty good for that.
Okay. Yeah.
It looks like a doofus.
Yeah, he looks like this. Okay, let's see. Oh, how about the purple worm?
That looks kind of scary.
Yeah. All right, what else we got here? No.
Isn't that like a dog thing?
Yeah, kind of like a hyena humanoid. Somehow that's a Balrog.
Oh, like from Lord of the Rings?
Yes. As a matter of fact, you'll find there's earlier printings of the book than this, and they have hobbits in there, Balrogs, Ints, and TSR later figured out that they had to get that out of there because they were infringing on the trademarks of Lord of the Rings. So I guess later editions, the Balrog's missing. That gets changed into the Balor. Hobbits became halflings. Ints became treants. So yeah. Oh, there we go.
Pegasus.
Yeah.
It's the winged horse.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not sure
That's
what.
like a Sasquatch.
He does look like it, doesn't he? Let's see what else we got here. And this just looks unhappy, whatever he is.
It's a bug.
Yeah. Got a bug's life, right? Oh.
That's a Medusa.
Yeah, I thought they were supposed to be very ugly and horrible.
What is this one? No, no.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
This is some good art for like a first time type book.
Yeah. Yeah, there wasn't the depth of talent back then that we have today, where you see just these amazing art. Well, back then it's just, these are just hobbyists in their spare time. Let's check out book 3 here. Okay, so this is Underworld and Wilderness Adventures. Hey, this used to belong to Dave Peters, whoever that is.
That's a dragon. It's
Yeah.
pretty scuffed. Hydra.
Not a bad looking one there. Oh, here we go. So, being Underworld and Wilderness Adventures, here's a sample dungeon.
Is that like the first dungeon?
They probably were a few before this, but this has got to be one of the earlier ones, of course. Let's see. Oh, so level beneath the surface, this is a treasure table. So the deeper you went in the dungeon, the more dangerous the monsters were, but also the bigger the treasure, right?
Yeah.
Greater risk, greater reward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Oh, look at that. Construct your own castle.
Oh, you can make castles.
Yeah, that was the idea. When you were done with your adventuring career, you would settle down and no matter what character type you were, you had like a magic user would have a keep, fighters would have a big castle, clerics, I guess, presume would have a temple. So, and then also the books in the set came with the reference sheets. apparently these belong to Muad'Dib. It's a Dune reference, I think.
So it's like a
Spells table, monsters with all their stats. Almost like a... Yeah, look at that. Oh, like Helm of Reading Magic and Languages, Boots of Traveling and Leaping, Boots of Speed, Elven Cloak and Boots. That's from Lord of the Rings.
dang.
Yeah. All right. So we're about to open this set here. I'm going to keep you guys, leading you guys on. But before, I want to mention that this rule set here is still extremely popular. There's a lot of people that play original Dungeons and Dragons. They love it for the simplicity of it. They love it for the freeform play. They love it for it's more about the players than it is about the characters. What you know rather than what your character knows. And so, yeah, it's still very popular today. So let's go ahead and open this set up.
Ooh.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Let's do this very carefully here. We're opening the shrink. Okay, drum roll, please. All right, age 12 plus. I guess you qualify. I'm not sure what they're going to... Oh, look at that. Look at the engraving on here. Okay, shrink is coming off. We got the paper on the bottom too. We'll leave that right here.
Good look at that.
Yeah. Okay. Boy, look at this. Beautiful. Somebody like what, laser engraving, I think? Look at that. Gorgeous.
That's pretty good looking. Yeah. Nice engravings right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like a felt or something on the bottom.
Probably to protect it from like the flooring.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Opening it up. Oh, it's not hinged. Okay, so the lid just comes off. Oh, what is this?
That's some nice artwork.
Does this come out?
I don't know if I'll try it.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with that, but yeah, it looks like some kind of art under lid. I had no idea that was in there. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That is slick. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. But there it is. Okay, so we're going to lift out this paper here. Okay, it just separates the lid from everything else.
Ooh, I like the dice.
A letter from Mike Merles talking about the genesis of the game. Okay. Oh, look at this. A red ribbon bookmark. Nice dice. Look at that. Yeah, take this one out of here. Boy, these don't want to come out. Oh, this here, the old trusty fork come out. I can't get it out. There it is.
Put it up to the camera.
Yeah. Translucent. Okay, put that back in there. Okay, let's pull these out very carefully. Oh. The ribbon's connected to something here, so let's set this aside. Boy, the video will help me get this stuff back in here. Okay, why is this? Interesting. Okay, it's taped on here. It's taped on, and this stuff's all in shrink wrap. All right, so I figured out the ribbon is actually attached to the bottom here, so we don't want to mess with that. We're going to take it off the tape right here very gently. Carefully pull the ribbon off. Let's open the plastic on these books because I'm curious because already you can tell the fronts are different. They've updated the art. I don't know.
Okay.
So I'm going to carefully slit along the paper side of this. See, I'm not cutting into these books.
All right. Gotta make sure those books are safe.
Well, yeah. Oh, that didn't quite do it. Let's try a little. There we go. Got it that time. Yeah. Okay, we have washed our hands, right?
Yep.
Okay. And now some people would probably want me to touch these with white gloves, and I can't abide that. It's gaming stuff. It's not. This isn't the Mona Lisa. Okay, so we'll still be very careful. Okay, so here's the first book, Min and Magic.
We should compare them.
Okay, we will here. So that's the original. It's staple bound. Feels about the same thickness. It's a little bit bigger. See that?
Yeah, just a touch.
Okay. They changed the cover art. Let's see what they did inside, though. I'll set these down right here. Okay. Let's get these both up at the same time here.
I think they have different fronts.
Yeah, look at that. Like, okay. The index. Oh, okay. It's like, here we go.
Oh.
Index and the forward.
They look similar.
Yeah. Introduction, scope. Oh, they added the forward. See here? See, the forward's new. That was not on the index. So they retypeset all of this. This is not just a, they didn't just take photos of this and just reprint onto here. They retypeset everything. So did they keep the Swami? Yes, they did. Look at that.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay. They kept the art, too.
Yeah, it looks like a good transfer. Let's see here. Yeah, that is nice and crisp.
Looks exactly the same.
Yeah. So, very good. Yeah. Still got it on Amazon. I guess that's why it's 12 plus, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's all looks the same. The print's a lot clearer, easier to read. They didn't mess with the art, so that's good.
So they still kept the integrity of it.
Yeah, exactly. So, Monsters and Treasure. We'll set this over here. There. So Monsters and Treasure. Yeah, this is a more evocative art. But notice, the artist, you could tell, obviously drew off of this as his inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, and so we still got Guy on the Horse. Oh, look at that. Nazgul. But they didn't copy it over.
Oh, yeah, it says Nazgul right there, but it doesn't say it right there.
That's interesting.
Copyright, probably.
Yeah. See if there's anything else worth. Oh, okay. Let's see if they kept the back cover art on the interior here. I bet you they didn't. Oh, bet you they did. Okay, well, look at that.
Dang. The head of the dragon turtle.
They kept it that time. So he's identified.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. And then they have Underworld and Wilderness Adventures.
Different cover art.
Yeah, that's a shame. Well, okay. I think it's a hippogriff.
This thing looks kind of weird.
And that's a hippogriff. They just basically use the same animal, but this guy did a very more modern art look on it. I mean, this was kind of a little amateurish.
Look at the wings.
Yeah. But still, okay. That's quite different. Okay, if we open up here.
Oh, so the starting art. Oh, they kept it too.
Yep. No Dave Peters, though.
Yeah, no Dave Peters.
Inside, it looks like they kept it. Here's the Underworld. Kept your illustration. Retypeset. Here's the
sample dungeon.
Yeah. Okay, gotta have that sample dungeon. Yeah, they didn't mess with that. That's a nice reproduction. Very clear. Okay.
They had to type this all themselves because you can't copy and paste that. Can you?
No. Yeah, I'm sure the Barber is another book. That's too bad. That would have been a good comparison. Interesting. Okay, so that's the book 3. Side over here. Okay, now we got book 4, Greyhawk. And I don't have any books to compare this, but I remember this from the inside of the Greyhawk book, The Lizard Man. And Greyhawk introduces some new characters in here. Oh, 4. Let's see what they produce. Oh. Thieves. And
That's all.
I thought they added paladins.
Paladins. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, certain lawful fighters may opt to become paladins, so it's almost like a subclass.
Okay.
All right. Greyhawk. Any cool pictures in there?
Everything. Oh. Japanese ogre.
Yeah, the ogre magi.
All right. What's next?
Okay. Next we got Blackmoore. That's a cool cover.
Yeah.
Okay. And this was noticed by Dave Arneson just by himself. So, and Blackmoore's always been, that was always his baby. This introduced new characters.
Monks and assassins.
Yes.
That's quite a combo.
You can see where all these came from. Very interesting. Lamassu.
Ooh. What was that back there?
Chimera.
Nice. What's the next book?
Okay, next book. Eldritch Wizardry.
Oh, it's like Cthulhu stuff?
Yeah, they definitely changed the cover because the cover was a naked woman on a dais, looked like she was about to sacrifice or something. So I could see why they probably changed that.
Oh.
Oh, here's a demon type 6.
Why is there different demon types?
Well, because some are harder than others, and I guess you would just kind of work your way up the food chain as you get higher levels.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. Oh, these are the artifacts. Like, here's the Eye of Vecna, Baba Yaga's hut, Iron Flask, Attorney the Merciless. Good. Yeah, look at that. Oh, the Rod of 7 Parts. Wand of Orcus.
The Wand of Orcus, I remember that.
That is really cool. Oh, here's Demogorgon. Made famous recently in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the next book?
Okay. Next book is Gods, Demigods, and Heroes.
Oh. So wait. What kind of gods do they have?
Well, let's see. They got different. Oh, okay. Here's your mythologies they have.
Oh, so they have different mythologies? Okay.
So which will you look at? Norse?
Norse. Let's look at Norse. That sounds cool. Let's see Thor.
You want to see Thor? All right. Here's Odin, the Allfather, starts
Balor.
out.
Look, it's a Balor.
Oh, okay. There's your. There's that.
Odin.
Yeah, Odin, and he's got all kinds of powers. Just in case you just want to fight him, like he's got a spear +5. He would mop the floor with you. Oh, here you go. Thor, God of Thunder.
Nice.
Very cool.
They have different mythologies and smashed in their book.
Yeah, and they did a pretty good job of it, actually. I mean, all things considered. Okay, and that is it. We got the reference sheets, but it's basically the same as the old ones. Very interesting. So let's lay these all out real quick. Look at all that you get in there.
It's a good for the price.
Yeah. Well, the price is going to be steep. These things are not easy to find these days.
Oh, I guess. How to print and everything?
Yep. So I think that is everything we have for today.
So where can you find something for more information?
For more information or to purchase it, you can always visit www.waynesbooks.net. That is our sales site.
Ooh.
I don't know how long it'll be there, but we'll see.
The race.
Yep. So again, I'm Wayne, and today we have also
Sebastian.
Yep. And goodbye and
happy
gaming.